Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be working on our spring journal. I'm still working through the getting the signatures ready to sew them in, and we've been decorating the envelopes that I've added. So last time we were looking at the envelope for April, and I did go ahead and finish it off because I thought that would just speed things up a little bit. There's so many other things I want to do. So this is how it's ended up. So I think when I left the video last time, it was the doily hadn't been glued down, and I think afterwards I did go round just with a little bit of the ink that I've used for the stenciling, just to give it a little pink edge, and it just defines it a little bit and pulls all the colours together. And then I added this bird image, which I rather liked. I thought filled up the whole area. We did that on camera. And then the other side, something a bit similar. Again, inking around the edge of the doily. And this is a little image from the Spring Birdsong kit that I just cut roughly around. Not fussy cutting really, more a kiss cutting I suppose you call it. Inked that up and I popped that in. I thought that went rather nicely into this spot. And it looks fine there. But of course, what I hadn't realised until I was working on it for the second time after I'd finished the video, that I'd flipped the envelope, and I had intended for them to be able to alternate so that the middle signature was supposed to be that way round, and then the other one would be this way round. So I can either go with them all the same, have them all going the same way. I mean, they're in different positions in the signature, so that would be possible. Or I did wonder whether to do a bit of a swapperoo with this envelope and put this in the April in the middle signature this way round, and put the green one in here, and I think that would work as well. I hadn't remembered this is actually one of my more successful avocado dyed envelopes. I have often found when I've dyed envelopes they don't come out that well. A lot of the ones I've dyed have not come out very well, but this one actually has. So I might not need to do an awful lot of decorating on this. I'll have to consider that when we get to it. But let's just have a look to see if it would look okay. If I can do a bit of a swap. Probably can. I mean, the colours are all the same. Oh, excuse me. So I thought perhaps I'll take this one out and put this one in. See if I can actually manage to do it the right way round. And I could just pop that in. And in fact, you know, the pink against the green looks quite nice. And then on the other side, I'm not sure. I might just see if there's a better spot for it. Let's just move this one out the way for a minute. I can have this properly centred. So maybe I might put it in another spot. What about here? I think maybe I prefer it there. Where's the other half gone? Yeah, I quite like it there actually, I think. So if that goes into this signature, then we've got to see if the green one can be slotted into the May signature. Whoops, just caught that with my sleeve. And then it doesn't matter that I've turned it up the wrong way. I might just pop that in where the other one was. How does that look? Whoops. So that will go like that. I think that would look fine. And then I can kind of maintain my idea that I would like to do them, you know, flipping different ways. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put that in the May. And we'll do a little bit of work on this, on the one in here. But first, before I start doing that, I made a little discovery when I was looking for something else amongst all my digital kits, all printed. Oh, that's sticking out. Why is that sticking out so much? What's going on here? Appears to be sticking out more than it should be. Might have to do some trimming on that one. Anyway, I found another spring kit, which I'd forgotten I had. It's all printed and ready to go. It's called Spring Junk Journal by Yarna's Crafting. I must have bought this back when I bought the Spring Birdsong kit, printed it all off and completely forgot about it. And I haven't even looked at it, so I thought, well, I might have a look to see if any of this can go in the signatures. Good thing I didn't sew them in, eh? So these appear to be some really pretty journal cards. I've even cut some out, look. Cut some of these little tags out already. I had no idea I'd done all this. Completely forgot. Where is my brain? These are really pretty, aren't they? Really cute little tags. I will probably need to back them, but it's very pretty. So there's this little collection of tags. And then a really nice little collection of journal cards, which I really like. And then these are the papers. Let's have a look, because I did wonder whether to pop another, if I can find the colours that go okay, I might add another page to each of the signatures, because I was looking to plump them up a bit, wasn't I? So there's this one. I think actually the colours go quite well, because there's a lot of blue in the Artie Mays kit, and then these lovely pinky colours are quite present in the Spring Birdsong kit, so yeah. Oh, and I've even double-sided them. Well, I didn't even realise I'd done that. I was thinking I was going to have to go away and print them on the other side, but I've done it already. Well, go me. Oh, isn't it weird how you do these things and it completely goes out your head? This is such a pretty kit. I have to incorporate this kit into this journal because it is really lovely. Looks like I've backed them with the same ones each time, which is unusual for me. Oh no, there's a different one. I guess there weren't that many backing papers with this kit, so I've just used them more than once. So yeah, really lovely. So I'll just pick out probably just 3. It will be quite difficult to choose. And then there's this lovely one as well, which is plain on the back, so that's possibly just for decoration, which is fine. So let's pick out 3 of these and prepare them to go in the signatures. I'm very happy with this little discovery. Just going to put these bits back in the folder. And there was this other piece, wasn't there? That under here, and then I'll add the ones I don't choose. I will add. So let's go signature by signature and find one that we like to go in. So where could I? Because it's nice to bring in some different colours slightly, but and also with all the additional book pages and things I've added. I mean, there's a whole range of colours in, but they're all springy and natural. Let's go where there might be a bit of a plainish gap, maybe. Where have I got something that just needs a little bit of something extra? Well, that's my middle. What about in here? So it's on the other side. That would go nice. Let's just fold it, see how it looks. Obviously these are going to need a good old trim down. So how would that look in that spot? I think that looks rather nice. So I'm going to just move it up so I can see it. So that one can go in this signature. Let's find one for the April. believe I hadn't already spotted how sticky-outy this one was, if that's even an expression you can use. Sticky-outy. What about in here? Let's see if we can find a page that will just go well in there. I do like this page at the front. I do like that. I like them all. They're really pretty, aren't they? A bit more of the blue. I'm just going to go with this one, I think. Let's just fold it. Pop it in, see how it looks. That goes really nicely there. Yes, yes, I do like that very much. Okay, so I've come back and just trimmed this down. Okay, and we need to find one for the May kit. The May signature. Right. Something to go in there maybe. What else have we got? Any bits? It's all quite... Yeah, okay, so we'll put something in here, I think. So I do love this one. Oh, and I do quite like this one. I'm not sure I want her in it, really. I like it, I like her, but I don't know that she works for me in there. What about this? That's rather nice. Okay, we'll go with this one. And then I might use some of the other pieces for making ephemera. Okay, we have chosen. Hard though it was, because, oh, that's not a pretty one. Well, they're also pretty. Okay, but we may have to use them for other things. So, yes, so I'll just go through each one and trim them down. Put these over here a moment. Get my trimmer. Just pop that over there, out of the way for a moment. I think I'll just trim them doubled over. Let's see if I need to take any more. It'd be a shame because I don't want to lose these birds. Let's see how it goes. Oh no, not there. Oops. And there we are. Now something's sticking out a bit. Where is that? What is that? Oh, that's this one. So I need to just trim this one a little bit. That piece is alright, just trim this down a little bit. Now, is that enough? Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Okay, so this one, there's something not laying straight there. That's because it's got caught. There we go. Right, so that one's done because I think that's now got the green envelope, hasn't it? Yes. Which is going to be glued down. This is going to be a little tuck, I think. Okay, so that one is finished. Then we go to April. trim this one down. Alright, let's pop that one in. That should hopefully be, I hope that's trimmed enough. That looks okay. So the one that needs a bit more trimming. Was this meant to be in the middle? That's what I'm not quite sure. Was that? Oh yes, that was in the middle, wasn't it? Yep, because I didn't want to split that page. So I just need to trim the outside of that a bit. I think I moved it and then didn't realise that it was a bit too wide. I do like mixing kits in a journal. I just think it makes it more interesting. Let's see if I've trimmed it enough. Yep, that's all fine. So we'll come back to this one to have a look at the envelope in there. And then there's this one. Oops. How's that one? And that's okay, sticking out a little bit here. Just a little bit. Just have to give it a little bit more of a trim, I think. Not a lot. Let's have a look. That's better. Yep, that's all within the confines of the signature now. Right, so I'm back with the April signature, and I've put my envelope that way round, and I thought if I start with the flap, I won't get it the wrong way round. So shout at me if you see me turning it the wrong way, won't you? So because it's already dyed, and actually I'm really pleased how it's come out. I know I'm turning it, but I'm going to start working on it this way round, and then I'll make sure I get it the right way. So I don't feel it needs an awful lot of decoration. But what I thought I might do is a bit of stamping, but I haven't quite decided which stamp, because I have my new Tim Holtz stamps, which are these lovely, let me just get them out of their packaging. I don't know if they're too big, but I'd quite like to use them. And they're big floral stamps. It's actually called, what's it called? Flower Shop. And I thought maybe one of these would just be quite nice on here. Maybe this narrow one. I think the others are actually a bit too big. And my other option would be this butterfly one that I've used a number of times. Oh, sorry about the horrible crinkly noises. So that would be, it's not even sticking to its background anymore. So that would be a little bit big as well. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to try using one of those floral ones, that slightly narrower one. I'm going to give that a go. think I'm going to need just something to pop under here, and another piece. Another piece to pop under because it will go over the edge a bit. Right. Get my nice big Dylusion stamping block. Let's give this a go. Right, so I think I'll just do it in black just because it'll show up against the pink quite nicely. And I'm going to use my black Memento, which I've had a lot longer than the Archival ink, but that one possibly has been used so much it needs re-inking or something, because it doesn't seem to be working as well as this one. These stamps usually take the ink so well. Always had quite a lot of luck with them. Okay. Hopefully that's thoroughly inked. Right, so there's a little bit going off the edge, but not too much. Let's see, how are we doing? I didn't do it on my foam pad, did I? But it seems to have come out okay anyway. And all I really want to do now is put a little something on the edge of this flap, and I've been thinking about possibly a wax seal or something like that. Got a box of wax seals. I did do, I made a whole lot of banners with the wax seals just going onto the fabric, but they have not been very successful. Look at the state of that. Lovely little collection of fabric and a completely messed up wax seal. It looks awful, but I can't bear to part with it because I like the fabrics. So yeah, I've done a few of those. They haven't come out terribly well. This one's not too bad. That might go on there quite nicely. Or maybe we should go like that. Or maybe I should just go for something fairly simple and just have the wax seal. So I've got this one, which is just kind of gold with a slight green tinge to it. It was probably a mixture of colours. And if you look in that spot, actually that green, that colour goes quite well with that, so maybe that's the way to go. Perhaps I'll just put that on there. Just pop it on the corner there, and that gives you something to get hold of to open it. And it will weight it down a little bit to stop it flapping about too much, I think. That's the theory. So I think I might just pop that on there. With the Fabri-Tac. I think I'll put it that way and not that way. Should I have it that way? Maybe I should be that way, facing outwards. Maybe that's the way to go. Oop. There we are. I really need to make some more of these. I have used quite a few lately. And a lot of these are not, because they were some of my earliest attempts, they're not all very, very usable. So I need to have a little wax seal making session. So I do like them, especially with this kind of thing, just finishing it off. And now I've managed to get a bit on the glue page, which is why I put it there, of course. Let's just wipe off the excess a little bit. It's not terribly central on there, is it? Just move it along a touch. There we are. Okay, so that I think is fine as it is. Now let's work on the other side. Similarly, I don't think I want to do an awful lot on here. I was thinking about maybe a little bit of stamping, but then I would like to put on here, I think, a cluster. What type of cluster, I'm not sure. Right, so these are my fabric ones. And have I got any that's sort of, yes, I think I've got some that might work, although they are fairly small, some of them, and they will need little focal points. So I wonder about something like this, because it's got the, was that a bit too much pink? With a bit of blue, maybe. What could we put in the middle of that? About any of these? Ooh, just a minute. I'm kind of drawn to this one. Oh, I quite like that. Then it doesn't need finishing. Yeah, I think I might put that there. Pop this one back, because you can just peel them off and put them back on when you've got them on these double-sided tape. It's quite good. It works really well. Apart from this one, which seems to sort of slip down. There we go. Stick you back. That'll only really work on the fabric ones, but that's fine. Right, so I've got that. A little bit of stamping, I think. So I have the larger stamp here. Sort of texty one. How would that look just behind there? Put that there like that. Yeah, I think I might do that. I might just do that. Okay, put you over there. Yep. I wonder whether I want something not quite as dark on here. I might use my sepia. I use sepia. So it's just more of a background, not quite as bright as black. I'm going to give that a go. Don't know how it look, but Fingers crossed. I think perhaps I will get my foam pad in. I don't know if this is dry or not. I can't really tell if it's coming out onto the stamp or not. I think it is. Okay. Let's try it. You don't know till you try. Centre it on there. Just make it look a little bit less plain, although it's got quite a nice kind of variety of pattern in the dyeing, which come out quite nicely. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. You just never know with these things. I haven't tried this one before. Okay. And then we'll just put our little cluster along there, and I would call that done, I think. Yep, there we go. Like that. And then all that remains to do is a little bit of something on here. So we don't need to do anything in there. Just tuck this in. I'm just wondering about something just along the edge here. Again, maybe a bit of lace. The other thing, I've got these little clusters by, not clusters, what do they call them? Ruffles. Paper ruffles by Tina at Shabba Dabba Doodah, and I do rather like them. I'm thinking that goes quite nicely on there. Then I've got that up against the other cluster, which isn't great. That would be just too bulky there, wouldn't it? So maybe that's not such a great idea. I do like that on there, but I'm just not sure where's a good place to put it, unless I put it something like that. I might put a bit of lace. Big surprise. Everybody falls off their chair in surprise because I'm putting lace on it. Just got to find some. A box of bits and pieces here. These are bits left over from another project. I quite like that. If I can do something like that. Just got to trim these off a bit. I'm not very good with bits dangling off the bottom. So that along the edge. And that just there, I think. I really like that against that background. These other pinks do not go. Got any others? I have got a few more. I may have to order some more of these because I really like them. There's this one, which is rather nice as well, but I do like that. I like that colour, so it's going to go on there. Yeah, I might just do that. Get rid of that little tail. So I'm not making it too bulky. I think if I put the little ruffle at the bottom, it should be okay. Fingers crossed. We're definitely going to put the lace on anyway. Sticking out a little bit, that's quite nice. Just poking out that little bit at the side as well. Just got a little bit more glue under here. Right, so what if I just pop that there? How's it going to be? I think that'll be all right. Yeah, I'm going to do it and just leave it at that. Okay. Let's bring in the signature and pop it in. Now, where was it? Aha. I didn't leave it open at the page, did I? I think it was here, wasn't it? Yep. That goes in like that. It goes in like that. Oh, I do like that. Love it, love it. Really pleased how that's turned out. Right. Now, is there anything more I need to do on this? Let's have a look. Let's have a little flip through. Let's go back to the beginning. Only because I'm wondering whether a little bit of stamping would be nice or whether that's a bit too much on the blank pages. Not that I've got many, have I? So maybe I should leave them as they are and get on with sewing it in. So I've got this, and that's been glued. Oh, I don't know. Did I finish off the see if there were anything needing gluing in the last signature? I'm not sure I did. Just quickly go through, see if anything's crying out. Clearly I need to do some sort of decoration along here. Should I do that before I sew it in? Maybe I should. Got some ideas what I might use as well. So yes, I might come back and do a bit of that. It's just doing things that are more tricky to do when once it's sewn in. So that's been done. I would like to add some lace along some of these edges as well. Now they're probably easier to do again before I sew in. So yeah, I think that's all right as far as that goes. There might be just a bit of decoration to do on that. And in April, I don't think there was anything that needed gluing. Well, oh, hang on. I have this. So I think what I need to do, because this is going to be a pocket, I need to just cut that here, take that little central piece out. See, it's much easier to do now than it would have been afterwards. Just a tiny little angled sliver come out of there, and then I can glue the pocket down. Does this need reinforcing? I think maybe it does. It's all right. It might be okay. It's quite strong once it's been dyed. I will do a little clip though on each one. Same again. Has mangled it just a little bit. Just tidy that up a little bit. There we are. And I might just ink across the top of those, actually. It's a bit awkward when I put things over there because my right arm doesn't quite reach that far. So I have to reach right across to get to things. I try to keep most of the things I need all the time on my left, so they're easy to get at. But things kind of drift across the table sometimes. Just across that top, I think. It's also looking a little bit mangled on that edge. I think I've used this punch so much it may be getting a little blunt. And they don't work so well on the thinner papers, do they? Right. Let's just glue this pocket down. Or these two pockets, should I say. Right. They're in. Like that. Cut in the middle. Anything else? I don't think so. I think that was probably all I needed to finish off. I'm wondering whether I need to break this green up a little bit. Never satisfied with where things are. That's the danger of not sewing things in. Too many opportunities to move. I don't know if I like that there though. So, no, going back to where I was. I like it better there. But I'm glad I tried. I don't think there's anything else that needs any work. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? So many pretty papers. Right, so that one is on, again, possibly a bit of decoration to be needed on those pockets. Whether I've got time for that today, I don't know. I might have time to do the side tuck. Right, and then we've got May. We haven't really looked at May very much. Just reminding myself of how it all fits together. Yep. Just wondering if this could go anywhere different. Just checking that there isn't another spot that maybe could do with the envelope. No, I think it's fine there. Just checking. So this one, has that got a flap? Yes, it has. Slightly wonky, but that doesn't matter. I can always cover that up to disguise that it's not very straight. That is not straight. But I might just edge it with something and you'd never know. I'm going to make it a pocket because I don't really want this as a flip out, I don't think. Or I might tuck something in, little envelopey thing or something. I think I'd quite like to do a bit. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's a double one. As I was saying, I quite like the idea of tucking in a few more envelopes and things. Because I've got a bit of room in this journal, I believe, because I've got such a big cover. I can get a bit carried away with decorating. We could be here till autumn, as I may have mentioned before. This is going to take a while to get this done. It's going to be another big girl, but that's okay. Right, let's move back to, go back to March and see what we want to do with this piece here. And I'm wondering, where did I put? I've got a few pages pulled out of some book page. Whew, got a bit hot. So it started off, it's quite one of those dreary days. It feels like it's going to be chilly, but actually we're in June, so it's not as cold as you think it's going to be. So I got a bit warm. I always get warm when I'm crafting anyway. So I poured in this book because I know it had lots of gorgeous pages that might be good for decorating, and I've got a few pulled out that I might use. I've got that one. Yes, I have. Let's have a look and see if they will go on there, because I think that will just cheer this page up a treat. So that pink goes quite nicely there, doesn't it? I'm going to have trouble choosing, aren't I now? Oh, there's that one. That's a shame, it's a back-to-back, but that's the one I think I prefer. Oh, there's this. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. And it's not got anything on the back, which is nice. Let's just separate that out. See, that piece would make a nice journal card. I mean, you could just make so many lovely pieces of ephemera with this. It's actually a bit too long. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Let me just tear this down and see which bit I can bear to sacrifice. I'm not sure there's much of it I can bear to sacrifice, to be honest. They're almost too big for what I need. Usually I can't find things big enough. I didn't do a very good job of that. Let's tidy that up at the side. And this side as well. Now, maybe I can take it to about there. That might work. Yeah, I think I could just get rid of that top bit there. Fits quite nicely. It's a bit wide though, isn't it? wonder if I can fold it around, because it would reinforce that, wouldn't it? Let's see if I can do that. So I can't really see what I'm doing. Not that I'm doing particularly well, but this is quite thick, this paper, but it would give that, the edge of that paper, a bit more strength. Just tucking this around, that would work. Have I made it in? Have I folded it enough? That's the question. Tuck it in. See, this is going to be fiddly to glue, and it's a bit long, so I can just trim this piece off at the bottom. It's not straight. Of course it's not straight. I can't tear straight to save my life. Yeah, well, it'll have to do. So let's try again. Just see if tucking that in like that. Have I made it? I've brought it in enough. Not quite. I think I'll just trim it a bit down here. Okay, I'm just going to ink around it a little bit. I think I might try and I'll use my tacky glue because that will give me a little bit more manoeuvrability, I think. And I've just got to glue this piece down. Okay. This glue is not working very well today. That was a bit fiddly, but got there in the end. Debating whether to put a piece of lace down the edge here, which is always possible, but I'm going to hang fire on that one because I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything more to this pocket, like a little flipper envelope or something. So let's just put that, close that up now. I think that's all I'm going to have time to do today. Been a bit bitty, but we've been just keep working on these signatures. I think next week I will finish decorating these bits in the signatures, and we'll try and get the signatures sewn in. I may not do that all on camera, but I might make a start. Alright, so thank you for joining me for this one today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.